Yeah, so this is Orme Road, and the school is on the end here. This area wasn't built when we were at school. Just beyond this is the playground area, which we'll have a look at in a minute, and then the school, which to me in those days was quite large. Now it's very, very small. But so we'll have a look at the playground first and what's left of it.
This is playing field here as well?
That's quite new. There's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where the building is down there, that was...
That building there and beyond was the school play football area or sports area, I should say. But there's just a little bit of a field behind that, and that's it. And those houses weren't there when we were at school, obviously. And this is the entrance to the playground.
So what was the name of this school?
The Orme Boys Modern School it was in those days. Yeah. So. And this is the very big playground.
Right.
So this is the school yard, so to speak.
This is your playground then?
This is the playground when we were at school, yeah. Which in those days was quite a big one to us. But yeah. And I think it extended something into there as well. I think I don't remember that wall being there as such. So
yeah. Could well have been bigger then.
It could have been bigger, yes. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. With some children coming out again, so But this was the science lab here, as such. This one here, this was built on just before our year came to the school, so this was a science lab, and that was the main school. That's the main hall just over there.
Okay, yeah.
Assembly hall where we had morning prayers and that sort of thing, you know.
So what year was it when you had come here?
Sorry?
What year would it have been when you come here?
Be about 39, something like that, 39. Just when the war started, possibly.
Yeah. This bit here looks an added on bit. Was that
that was on when we were here as well.
Yeah.
But so this was built. These, well, you can see over there, 1908. So these were built when we were. Before we came, just before we came, yeah. Well, it's 20 odd years. Yeah. But that was the school in its entirety at one time. And that's about it there, really.
Okay.
So we'll have a look at the side and the front, just for old time's sake. And,
So this building, was this
I can't remember that being there, no, I can't remember.
Because again, that would give it more sense of the bigness.
Oh, yes, it would, yes, that's right. And when the last year and a half I was here, I was a prefect. And we used to have to come and stand on this gate here and check the late comers. Take the names of the late comers.
Right, so already at that age you're getting the responsibility.
Yeah, that's right.
So what would you do then? What would you have to do?
Well, the school split into 4 houses, red, yellow, blue and green, and I was in the yellow house.
Right.
And each house chose so many guys because it was a boys' school, to be prefects. I think there were 6 prefects per house, and then a deputy head boy and a head boy, and I missed the head boy because I don't know why really, but another guy won it over me, which was okay. No, that's no problem.
An impressive looking building, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Was that a bit scary as a child, do you think?
It was a little bit, yeah.
Big turret up there as well.
Yes, we could go up there one time, and whether it's still available now, I don't know.
And this is still a school today, as far as I know?
As far as I know, yes, it's a school of sorts. I don't know what sort it is, but that's the name of the school, Orme Road, obviously named after the school.
The headmaster's office, you said that...
Yes, I think it was this side, but it was one of these offices anyway.
Right.
You never came in through this entrance, you always came in through the gates at the back.
Yeah.
You might get a better shot across the road.
Yeah. Was there a story associated with the headmaster that you had?
I'm not going to remember, no.
Had you only been to see him once or something, or was that...
Yeah, I saw him once, yeah, once I made a prefect for one thing. I had to go in before him and say what we thought, you know, and that sort of thing, and suggest why we'd been chosen. I can't remember what I said, but... But the teacher who was in charge of Yellow House, each house had a teacher in charge. He was the English master, a chap called Mr. James, and he was an ex-military guy. He was a captain who'd been shot up in the First World War. Actually, he was quite old when we knew him. A very strict disciplinarian, but a very fair guy, you know.
So what would have been your favourite subject at school? What did you enjoy doing?
Sport, mainly. Yeah, I was in the first 11 for 3 years, which was quite something in those days. Did a mile run, and I wasn't very good at sprinting, but the mile run endurance was better. 2 guys, myself and a fellow named Ken Kearns, who was I think it was a Jamaican actually, sort of half-coloured guy, you know. But it was either he or I that came first in each session we did, which was, and we were great friends, you know. So that was quite nice. Yeah.
So what position were you playing football?
Left back.
Left back, yeah.
Yes, left back.
Not in the changing rooms, as they often say, but...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And my friend Les Asher played right back.
Right.
He went in the military police, as a different place than me, but strange we should go together like that, you know.
Right. That's good.
Yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, great. So let's see what that is up there. It's on the wall.
Yeah. St Giles's Church.
Yeah,
yes, that's right.
Famous mast.
Yeah.
So, was established normally at the same place it is now? Was it this close?
Yes, it was the same, exactly the same place, but it was a bigger building, and it was demolished. Quicksave, I think it was, came in and bought the site, and they said if they bought the site en bloc as it was, they would build us a new hall. So Quicksave had their building on top, which came out onto the high street, and the army got the underneath bit of the new building. But it's on the same spot.
Right. Yes. So it's quite close. And how far away would you have lived
from the hall?
No, from here when you...
Just come along that road there. Up this road here. I should think about half a mile, maybe, just a bit more. So there was a lot of waste ground that we used to walk across for a shortcut. From the Upper Green across the waste ground, and then onto this road here, and up the main road into Orme Road to this area here. And possibly we maybe cut across here because this wasn't blocked off in those days.
Right, go straight through there.
Yeah.
So So same gates?
Same gates, I think. Yes,
Yeah.
very similar. Yeah.
It looks like these gates would have been continued.
Yes,
down here as
continue.
well,
Yes,
I suppose.
possibly. So there may have been an extension of the playground that I thought
Wow,
was
yeah.
quite
Yeah,
large. I
that's-
don't know.
that's true.
Yeah,
So that's around.
yeah, yeah.